Ross, welcome back to RaithTV. An absolute pleasure to have your company again. We've been waiting for this, and it's Derby delight that brings us together. How did that feel?
Yeah, it felt brilliant. It's obviously, like you said, it's been a long time since I've played. I think almost 2 years since I've started the game out there at Starks Park, so it was a brilliant feeling, especially to win in a derby. Couldn't have asked for a better one.
Tell us about the game from your perspective. What's it like in the middle of the battle?
I thought it was an extremely tough game. Obviously 2-0 and could have been 3, but it didn't really reflect the game. I thought the first, if I'm being honest, first half hour they were probably the better team. And then Stance obviously comes up with another derby goal. Thought we defended, we kind of limited them. They didn't, although they had a lot of possession, didn't dominate the game. Didn't have a lot of chances. Defended really well. Took our chances when they came, and special mention to Kev, because that save at 1-0, we were just talking about it, it was unbelievable. I'm so happy for him after obviously had a difficult week after that Arbroath game, and that save probably one of the best I've seen while I've been playing a game.
Does today's game kind of say everything about the Scottish Championship, and it's the finest of margins? It's the ability to grab those tiny moments of opportunity that separate top to bottom? Yeah,
exactly. Every single team can beat everyone. We've seen that. Obviously we've played Arbroath last week, we were up the top, they're down the bottom, but they made it an incredibly hard game and ended up beating us. You can't take any game for granted. That's why it's so good that we've managed to beat Dunfermline so many times this season, because they are a good team. We've seen that for large spells today. But yeah, like you said, every game's difficult. It's going to be like that from now to the end of the season as well.
You've had a long running history with the derby itself. How did today feel as a kind of spectacle and as an experience as a player?
Yeah, it's brilliant. I've loved playing in every derby I've played in. Got quite a good record. But yeah, obviously this season's been incredible. Since I've been at the club, I don't think we've ever won 5 in a row. So yeah, it's definitely one to go down in the history books. I was
going to save it for the Gaffer's interview, but you're thinking, have we ever done it? We haven't done it across the club's history since SPFL, SFA and so forth, all the competitions. It's a first, and you're part of it.
Yeah, that feels brilliant. It's obviously a great record to have, but yeah, a better record if we go on to get promoted at the end of the season. That's the goal. So we've got to concentrate now for the game on Tuesday.
I wondered that there was maybe a wee bit of kind of nervousness across both the north and the south stand, the home and the away fans. Certainly the south stand found their voice and found their feet as we kind of went towards the end of the game. How important were they today? Or do you feel those parts of the atmosphere when you're tracking down runs and trying to create something?
You do. It makes a massive difference. The fans have came out in their numbers this season. It's been brilliant. Honestly, I've been first half of the season in the stand, and you're looking at the south stand and it's basically been packed every week. It's brilliant. I hope that continues obviously the rest of the season, give us a real push going towards aiming for promotion.
I'll ask how you're feeling, but I'll kind of cue you in the question by saying, say it in better language than you told me before we hit record.
Yeah, I'm shattered. But it's such a good feeling being back out there and winning. So obviously we're in tomorrow for a recovery session. I'm sure Blair will have us, the fitness coach, have us all well and prepped for Tuesday. Get some nice time to relax.
You ready to go again?
Yep, always. I'm sure the rest of the boys will be. We've got a massive squad. You see the talent we've got on the bench. It's been like that all season. So I mean, it's up to the gaffer, but it wouldn't surprise me if he rotates it. And yeah, we've definitely got guys that can come in and do just as good a job as we did today.
Talk to me about your road back. Talk to me about this journey. There are times where it just seemed within your grasp, that place in the starting 11 or that place as part of the squad. Then it disappeared over the horizon, and you've clearly been working really hard, both physically and working to take care of the kind of mental aspect of that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, the last 2 years have been horrendous. Yeah. Yeah, it's been difficult, struggling with injury, especially the first year, because I couldn't quite get to the bottom of it. But I couldn't thank all the staff that came in this year. John Potter, Lauren, Cammy, physio staff properly got to the bottom of my case. And this year I've had a proper end goal, and it's made such a difference. Since I've came back from Christmas, obviously I've been feeling good. It's just been taking my time to get my fitness back, and I'm feeling better than ever now. So it's finally some light at the end of the tunnel. It has been difficult, but I'm so glad to be back.
Is this Ross Matthews ready to start a new chapter?
Yeah, 100%, and hopefully the start of that chapter is going up this season.
Tell me a wee bit about that dressing room. I can imagine how boisterous it would be today, but I generally see that it's a group, and the manager says it far more important than me, that it's a really cohesive group that look after each other. What's it like to be part of it?
Yeah, it's a great changing room. Like I said, we've got so much quality in the squad. You look at the bench, some of the guys that are coming on, it makes a massive difference when you're playing. Yeah, day to day in training, brilliant atmosphere around the place, and yeah, it's probably one of the best I've been part of.
Are you aware of, and do you feel the affection that Raith Rovers supporters have for you?
Yeah, it's been great. Like I said, I've been in the stand watching a lot of games over the past year and a half, so they've always been brilliant with me. I've been around the hospitality suites and almost every week, got to know a lot of the fans, but they've always been brilliant. It can obviously be frustrating having a player that's injured all the time, but they understood that I was just as frustrated, if not more than them, so yeah, they've been amazing with me.
Would you say to them as they look at the pennies and the purses and the pockets and they think, oh, can I get along to Maryhill? What's your advice?
Do whatever you can to get there. It's obviously, we as players appreciate it so much, coming out in your numbers, just as like I've been saying, the South Stand's been brilliant, the home support, the away support's been brilliant as well. So as many as you can, get over to Maryhill and give us the support.
Ross, thanks for giving us your time post-match. I know you've got rounds to do. An absolute pleasure to have you here with us, but far more important to see you in that park. Take care.
Thank you.